Hello. Happy Friday. Even though Friday isn't really much different for me than other days lately. Um, but perhaps Friday is a better day for all of you than other days. Um, I wanted to kind of update a little bit on a few things and just make a video for the sake of making a video. I also want to mention, if you don't subscribe to McPeeper Spy's channel, first of all, subscribe to her because she's great. I love watching her videos, and she's just a really cool person to know, kind of through YouTube, as well as you can kind of really know anyone that you have never actually met. But she also has just started a nerd karaoke party, which I think is a cool idea. She often comes up with all of these really neat ideas to keep us entertained and build the community, which is just really a nice thing because so many of us are isolated and we need that community. Like, this is our community, so having those things that connect us is so helpful and so important. And so anyway, so she did it yesterday. She started this yesterday, and I spent a good part of yesterday early evening trying to find a karaoke song that I wanted to do, and again this morning, and I'm still kind of working on it. I've recorded a couple and I'm not entirely happy with either of them, but I'll figure it out and put something up at some point to join the karaoke party. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that I got my shipment of tigacycline today, and my doctor prescribed the wrong. So she prescribed the right dose, but she prescribed the wrong frequency, which I thought that was the case when I was in the office. So she wrote the prescription, and I looked at the prescription, and it said that it was going to be 50 milligrams once a day. And I said to her, I'm like, is this only done once a day? I thought it was done twice a day. She's like, oh, no, it's only once a day. And like, I thought that I had done it twice a day before, but like, I knew that when I was on it before, I was also on clindamycin, and I thought maybe it was like the clindamycin was done twice a day, and so that was why I thought it was done twice a day. But like, I still had this nagging thing in the back of my mind that it was actually supposed to be done twice a day. So I looked up information about it actually last night before I even got my shipment, and indeed it's supposed to be every 12 hours. So yes, my doctor messed that up, which is a little bit annoying, and I thought perhaps my infusion company would have caught that and like checked with her, and she would have figured out that it was wrong. But that didn't happen. I got my shipment today and checked, and no, that didn't happen. Like, the number of bags that I got and the prescription that's on each bag is what she wrote. So I just sent an email to her trying to figure this out. Her office is closed today because they're always closed on Fridays, and then it's the weekend, so I don't anticipate getting it resolved until at least Monday. And I wanted to start it, so since I got it today, I was thinking of possibly trying to start it today, but I might just wait until Monday. I'm not sure. And then the other thing is that I had previously, I had for a long time been getting my antibiotics in the elastomeric, I think that's what they're called, pumps. I think I've shown them in my videos before. The little like self-contained pumps that have like a little bubble inside it that holds saline, and then if it's pre-mixed, then it would hold the medicine too. If it's not, then you mix the medicine into it. And this time they didn't ask me about how I wanted to get it, so it came vial mated to bags. So this is how it's in a bag. You're not gonna be able to see it. The light's reflecting. So that's how it is. Vial mated to 100 milliliter bags. There are pros and cons to this way. A lot easier to mix it. So, like, the likelihood of me sticking to an actual dosing schedule with it this way is higher as far as the mixing goes, but then I have to hook it up to a pump or do it by gravity. I'm probably gonna use my second pump for it, because that's gonna be easier for me than doing it by gravity. So that's one plus. It's easier to mix up. And then I can also, if I need to, run it slow. Whereas with the elastomeric pump, it runs at one speed, you can't change it. If I'm running it with my own pump, then I can adjust the speed to whatever I need it to be. So, like it says to do it over 30 minutes. I'll probably run it over at least an hour. So anyway, so that's that. Trying to get that sorted out. And I guess I'll just start at the once a day if I start it today. And that's probably not a terrible idea, just to ease into it, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, and then as far as like the stuff that I talked about in my video yesterday goes, I talked with Eric last night about basically all of that stuff, and he, like, it would have been better if I had talked to him about being upset and frustrated about him getting home late from work. It would have been better if I had talked to him the night before the first night, on Wednesday night, after his first day of work. Because yesterday he again didn't get home until about 7:30, even though he said he was going to get home at 7, and he had he could have left at 5, but he instead chose to stay and work on something else, and potentially would have been there much later if he hadn't said, gee, it's 6:30, I need to go. So he today went in to work and told them that he needed to leave today by 5, and there was no issue with that, and they all said to him, you can leave at 5 every day, like, there's no problem with that. So that's good. Like, that's much better. Because, like, last night when we talked about it, he was saying that one of the possibilities, like, one of the options that we would have would be to pack up and move to the town that he's working in. And I don't want to live in that town. And, like, we wouldn't be buying a house. We would get an apartment and, like, rent an apartment. But, like, I still don't want to live in that town. I don't like that town. I'm not really fond of it. I've never lived in it before, but, like, it's just not very nice. And, like, we could live closer to it, to where he works at least, but, still. So I'm glad that he'll be able to leave, earlier on a regular basis. So that's good. And then as far as my, like, treatment, going back on treatment and being alone goes, first of all, thank you to everyone who reached out and has offered support and is, gonna be my community while I'm here alone feeling terrible, you know, that's terrific. And I may very well end up making more videos, you know, just to feel more connected and give me something to do. I mean, I don't really know. I probably won't have a whole lot more to say, but we'll see. Maybe I'll come up with wacky things to make videos about, like Deb and McPeeper Spy. We'll see. And then I also have kind of decided that I'm going to, in some way, make a list or make a pile of movies that I'm just gonna watch. Like, I'm gonna pull out the couch bed here in the living room, and on days when I'm just feeling terrible, I'm just gonna put movies in and just have movies on. And they don't have to be movies I've never seen. They could be movies I've seen a million times, but just to have that distraction. And one of my thoughts was to work my way through all of the classic Disney movies, which I actually meant to when I was at my parents' house yesterday afternoon. I meant to borrow a whole bunch of the VHS movies that they have, the Disney movies, that Eric and I do not have, but I forgot to. So, but Eric owns a whole bunch of them, so I have somewhere to start. Anyway, so I mean, I have a place to start. I have things that will help and that will support me, people to reach out to, so that helps. And I mean, I don't really know how I'm going to respond to treatment this time. I'm already starting from a little bit of a weakened state, sort of. For the last month or so, I've really been struggling with my appetite and nausea and abdominal pain and trying to get myself to eat. It's been a huge struggle, and I haven't been doing very well with it. So I'm already starting out somewhat weak and probably dehydrated. Even getting myself to drink is a challenge. Liquid upsets my stomach and makes my stomach hurt. So yeah. So we'll see how it goes. And if I start treatment today, I might make a video chronicling that. I kind of feel like chronicling this going back on treatment more so than I ever have before. Because I feel like I need to, in order to keep me going through it, and in order to give me, I don't quite know what, not really strength, but like to help me through it, because I'm already having kind of a hard time mentally with this idea of going back on treatment. And I'm approaching the anniversary of my diagnosis with Lyme, and it'll be 14 years, and that just sucks. So that's also hard. So anyway, but I will leave this here, as I am approaching 15 minutes of video, and I don't want this to be, I don't want it to be a huge long thing, which it already is, but whatever. So I hope you all have a good Friday, and perhaps I'll make another video later. Eric will be home earlier today, so I don't make videos when he's around. So if I don't do my treatment before he gets home, then I probably won't make another video. So that's pretty much it. I hope you're all doing well, and have a good Friday. I'm thinking of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.